Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. The sitar there, George Harrison played, and he learned how to play the sitar specifically for that song. And if you have any interest in the backstory of that song and what it means, it's worth looking into because it's really dark. Surprisingly dark. I learned I can't stream my friend Pedro until the 20th, so I have it. It's sitting in my inventory, but I'll just wait. I have to. I have no choice. Let's play some Void Bastards. Alright, so if you haven't been watching the playthroughs of Void Bastards, this game is cool. I've been enjoying it. That's all you need to know. Yeah. So, just gonna continue getting cool pops. So, I would love to get a chain to upgrade my regulator even further, but the riveter, I need a drill and a chain for that. Lead carapace. There's a medical terminal there. Oh, definitely this. So this is a, I'm resuming from last time. And, my character's health is very low, which means I'm gonna do that. So the riveter, I still want to get that. Here we go. I have 10 days of fuel, 9 days of food. Let's dock. I'm gonna bring the regulator, I think. I don't want to waste ammo for this until I can upgrade it, but I probably... I don't know, I kind of want to use it. I'll use it. What do we got here? Veteran, janitors, and Zek. Bouncer. Cluster. Vinny, how was your day today? It was tiring. You know, E3 was all sorts of crazy. My stream schedule, as much as I like to say I don't really have one, I tend to stick to some patterns, and it threw me off a bit. Threw me off a lot, but it was a good day. I mean, lots of great stuff that I wanted was revealed at the Direct. Can I just say another thing about E3? At the Treehouse presentation of Link's Awakening, they showed off a little bit more of it. Not only does Link's Awakening look really nice, and I think it's going to be a really great remake, that dungeon thing is cool. It doesn't have a lot of depth, like, the rooms that you place are pretty much just other rooms from other dungeons. But it's still pretty cool. Hey, that room blows, dick. Damn it. Yeah, this riveter needs a lot of work. It just needs upgrades. It's fucked. What if it's some kind of Zelda Maker trial? Sure, I mean, it's worth experimenting with that. I mean, I think that's what Aonuma said. He said something like he wanted to, fuck around with that sort of thing and see where it will go. And it looks like it's gonna be a nice addition to the game and lend some replayability. The color dungeon's back. Remember, I'm holding a distended testicle right now. Vinny, did you know the amiibo lets you add Shadow Link to the rooms? I saw that, yeah. That would be good because then you can make the game harder. That's one thing I'm worried about. Link's Awakening was not the most difficult game. So, I get the feeling it's not going to... you know, the remake isn't also going to be a difficult game, but the dungeon creator, I hope it gets challenging. I think the link you bring into it... Hey, chat. Let me ask you a question, if you watch the direct. And I don't know if you know this information. I don't know if anyone knows this information. Does Link have all the health from the adventure mode? Or do you start fresh when you do the dungeon stuff? I don't think anyone knows. I think it would make much more sense if you just start with 5 hearts and a couple items, and that's it. And then the rest of it is, it's on you. That way, the difficulty can steadily increase without you being able to just grind for heart pieces and stuff. I guess we'll see. But then again, I'm not expecting... I shouldn't expect, I should say, a ton of difficulty from Link's Awakening. I should just expect a Zelda game. And one that's not going to put up a huge fight. God, I gotta get out of here. Again, this weapon, not great. Now it's better. It does 3 times the damage with coffee, but... Just gonna try to run the fuck out of here. See if I have any health left over. Nope. Health is gone. Damn it. Why am I in scum mode? What is this? Okay, I got some good stuff, but I ended up leaving with less health than I entered with. I can make this and get more HP. I think I have a couple lives left too. I got 1 heart starter, so I do come back if I die. Okay. Okay, health is good. CNT tax boat. Hungry hermit. You get a random part for all food. Nah, dude. Torpedo is here somewhere. There's a skin tape thing here. Builds merit garter and roaster. The drill is up that way. I'm gonna do this one. Vinny, the new Ghostbusters PC is scummy, you should see it. What, the Planet Coaster DLC? So this one has free authorizations, which is fucking awesome. Physical PC? Wait, what do you mean? So, new Ghostbusters PC, what do you mean, Ghostbusters PC? Are they selling a computer? Like Alienware, but Ghostware? Got a picture? Gotta check this out. When you say scummy, what do you mean? Oh, God. Okay, so it's a custom PC directly related to the Ghostbusters Planet Coaster DLC, and it's Slimer. Imagine what that would be like if your family comes over, or you bring a date back to your house, and they see your Slimer Ghostbusters computer. Yeah, you like my Ghostbusters PC? Yeah. It's nice, right? Yeah. Nice. Rifter nuclei. Fuel, food, fuel. What do you think, chat? What should I get? I don't know. Food's always good. Mouse ball. I'll just leave you in there with the kitty bot. That's fine. Oh, I left something in there. Is there a helm? Yeah, there's a helm here. Skin tape found. Fuck yeah. Combine skin tape with testicle to get floppy balls. Adult streamer. These lads are a lot more annoying. Only a couple things I haven't picked up. I want to try to get as many of them as I can while I'm here. Ouch. What does Auth at Helm do? I think it tells you where enemies are. Secbot was coming. It was so close. Big wheel, keep on a-burning! Sorry, toinin'. I did not mean to throw another kitty bot. That was an accident. God, I hate these enemies. Down to their voices. Pretty good haul, though. A lot of good loot here. Sure, I may be irradiated a little bit, but that's okay. I'll grow a third hand. Vinny, you can use the van again? What do you mean the van? Oh, I can hack it to go again? Oh. Reset. Oh, nice. Got Rifter stuff.
C-N-T. Handy hints. Form 51 can only be stamped by a senior regulations consultant.
Popeye's chicken alone is not enough nutrient. Vinny, you missed ammo? Yeah. Cool. Toaster. Ah, shit. Can't build it. I could. I'm gonna go to the Hermit. Rad shield gained. There's a food pack right here. It's down here. Seven food gained. Torpedo launched. Void whale destroyed. 1 torpedo fired. 5 food gained. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys! Anything that has no use is to be disassembled, is to be constructed. I seem to recognize your face. Excuse me. Merit badge is super good. Sure. Question is, do I want to go for... I think I could do both. I'm gonna go for the drill. Some merits over here too. I have to use a torpedo to destroy this, I believe. Or I could just take the damage, that's fine. Gene Twister, lost shallow breather, gained reckless. One citizen type isn't identified on vessels. Fuck. That trait sucks. I can fix it eventually. So I can actually go this way. And then also get the thing I need. There's a lot here. Bullets. Bullet. Food. Someone asked if I saw the Astral Chain gameplay at the treehouse a little while ago, and I didn't answer the question, but I didn't. That was about when I wasn't home. I just saw the trailer, so I'll have to watch that. I still have to watch, what was the other treehouse thing? I didn't see the Pokemon treehouse. I didn't see Astral Chain, and I didn't see... What else did they show? Daemon Ex Machina, which I already played the demo of, so I'm not exactly upset I missed that one. I did see Animal Crossing. Vinny, I swear you cried during the banjo reveal. Damn close to it, but I realized, wait a minute. Stop. My voice got shaky, but there were no tears in my eyes. But I gotta be honest, it was... This is lame as fuck. It was a very emotional moment. Don't know why. Maybe it's because of the years of memeing. It might be the years of japes. The fact that we haven't seen Banjo in so goddamn long. I mean, there's just so much to it. And, I was really happy. I was just so happy. That was the character I wanted most in Smash for some reason. I don't know why. Just a really nice moment that I'm happy we got. And I will ride that high until I play Smash again. Crash? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot would be cool. I think, you know, like I said, Dante and Doom Marine would be nice for me. I would enjoy those two characters. Anything Chrono Trigger related is my number one. But I also realized that that would add yet another anime swordsman to the game. What about Shantae? I've played Shantae games. She wouldn't be my first pick. But let's just say I wouldn't be upset if she was in the game. Not at all. She would probably be like an assist trophy. I think the fact that people were expecting Shantae at E3 today, it's like, well, Shovel Knight is a bigger character than Shantae, arguably, possibly, provedly, whatever. Shovel Knight is an assist trophy, so I don't think we would get Shantae. Shantae's a spirit already. Steve, really though, chat? I mean... I have a question. Listen, I like Minecraft. I'm obviously playing it. I plan on streaming it again, by the way. Just to let you know. I made the decision. I enjoyed it. People enjoyed it. I'm still playing it. I'm gonna stream it again. It might be a weekly affair for a little while until I get bored of it. I'm genuinely having fun with the game, and as long as I have fun with it, I'll play it a little bit once a week, once every 2 weeks, just because it's relaxing and nice. Except for when it's really stressful. Oh, I have to get to that fix area. Anyway, that said, I like Minecraft well enough. Do you not find Steve to be kind of bland? I mean, sure, the Minecraft stuff is iconic. Having Minecraft and Smash in any representation would be great. I would love a Minecraft level. I would like some kind of representation in Smash for sure, but Steve? What about Goku and a Minecraft stage together? Someone said Minecraft's world is more distinctive than its characters in quotations, such as they are. I agree with that. That's why I feel like a level would be great for Minecraft. Just a free update, free stage. Maybe on the stage, some of the enemies show up. A creeper will show up, TNT's, you know, in there, and you can, like, dig through the level and it respawns. I feel like that would be great. Maybe an item. Vinny, if Wii Fit Trainer and Mr. Game & Watch can be worked into characters, they can make Minecraft character work. I'm not saying they can't. My counter-argument is why. Steve is so bland. Steve has a shitty texture. Someone said randomly generated stage. That'd be cool. Just need that damn chain. I need 640 slag to build a chain. Fucking hell. There's one down that way, though. Oh, man, I need fuel. Med terminal here, Spike's bio, hopefully some fuel. That's my last jump. Oh, wait. It says one jump. But it said one jump before, too. The amount of ammo I have for this weapon is now disgusting. You have a part that conserves fuel 25% of the time. Oh, nice, okay. Vinny, did you see the German Amazon banjo leak? I did. I don't know if it's what you think it is. Sometimes they just put up placeholders to get ahead of leaks. Potential leaks. So, I wouldn't get your hopes up. Which is what I said earlier, and then Banjo was revealed. So, I don't fucking know. But it's happened before. I mean, we've seen E3s where retailers have put up SKUs for different games that never actually happened. Or like, hey, we have 25 SKUs for Nintendo Switch, and then only 10 of them actually end up getting used. So, yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I think the best thing to do would be to just temper expectations, as always, and hope for the best. Which we got the best today. We got a lot of good stuff today, so that's great. And I think the other thing is, if they did do a Banjo... I don't think a Banjo remake is necessary, because the Xbox version of Banjo and the rare replay version of Banjo is pretty good. I'm gonna need that rad suit. What am I doing? I need to go to the generator. Ah, fuck. I thought I needed to go to the helm. I get the helm and generator confused sometimes. Don't know why. It's only 3.6 Ronkin chat, come on. I love that I can make that joke in so many games. I'd say joke, it's a reference. It's words. It's just a sentence. But I love that I can say it, and it actually applies to very many games. This dude is massively irradiated. And so am I, for that matter. Apparently, Aonuma has said that the Breath of the Wild sequel will be darker than Majora's Mask. You can't see it, but I just smiled. I don't know why I want that, but I want that. Take a look at Link's Awakening. That game has a pretty interesting story. Link's Awakening is a slightly dark game, just thematically. But mostly, you know, the visual style is bright, colorful, cheerful. It's a really cute game. I am happy. I don't need Zelda to be grimdark, but Majora's Mask is one of my favorite Zelda games. I love the tone of that game. I think it's just a fantastic counterpart to Ocarina. And in the same way Majora and Ocarina work really well together, I feel like the sequel to Breath of the Wild will work well with Breath of the Wild. And if you're not into, like, overly dark Zelda games, fair enough. There's a cute one coming out in a bit. Oh, I thought this was the, Shit, I thought this was the thing that gets rid of your radiation. What happens when you fully irradiate? Do you just die? I like that I can't get rid of the radiation. That's excellent. Thank you, Jesus. Dispenses merits for junk.
Security offline. Please instruct janitorial staff to commence cleaning. Thank you.
"99 rads, you die."
Near the end of your journey through life, donate your organs now
cash injection.
Security system is restored. Additional feeding activities may result in death. Thank you for your cooperation.
This is bad. Oh wait, no, it's fine. This has got free radiation removal. I didn't know that. So that's what that is. That's not just for show. I thought that was like a little effect and nothing more. That's fantastic. Boy, we need that technology in real life. You just, like, get a little cloud, and it gets rid of all of your rads. That's how that works, right? I mean, the damage to your cells is not irreparable. I learned that over the years. Let's eat some mints. Shit, where is it? Ah! Fuck happened to my... I just threw it. Ow. What am I doing here still? Fuck! This is how soldiers in the Shinra army are born. Just fucking irradiate them. Just to comment a little further on Final Fantasy VII Remake, because why not?
Thank you for your understanding.
It feels like, from what I've seen, they got the characterization right, more or less. Cloud is not Advent Children Cloud. He was like, you know, wisecracking with Barrett. He's got a little bit more personality than what he became, and I feel pretty good about that. This might actually be good, chat. Barrett needs to be thicker. I actually agree with that. Barrett being a little wider would be nice. Maybe take some of Captain America's wideness, give it to Barrett. The reason I haven't been building this is because it uses the water-based lubricant. So. Here it is. The other thing I wanted to mention was, I have a question more than mention. So, they said the game is going to be on 2 Blu-rays. So, does that mean that Midgar is Blu-ray 1? Or is Midgar 1 and 2? And then Episode 2 will be the rest of the game? Midgar is both? Okay, so Midgar is its own game. Jesse has more dialogue in a half hour of the remake than in the entire original game. Wow. Midgar is 2 discs, and there's no way it's gonna be only 2 parts. It probably wind up being 3 or more likely 4. I agree with that. I think 3 makes sense. 3 parts make sense. I'm not, like, totally okay with this episodic thing, but finding out that Midgar is going to be greatly expanded is pretty cool. Oh, this is bad. This is even worse. I'll be running. Yeah, the episodic thing would be annoying if Midgar was still only 8 hours, but if they're doing like a 20, 30 hour game in Midgar alone, then yeah, I guess I can understand why they would need to do it episodically, for sure. I feel good about Midgar being expanded, because I think Midgar is fucking great. I said yesterday that I think Midgar was one of the best parts of the game. That's not entirely true. There's other parts of the game that are great and fun. And maybe even better than Midgar a little bit. Like, I love the flashback. I love the Nibelheim shit. What else? The mansion's fun. That's all Nibelheim. Gold Saucer? Cosmo Canyon? Does Nomura always look that depressed, by the way? Do you think he's depressed that he has to, like, spend the next 5 years of his life making Final Fantasy VII again? Or do you think he's happy to do it? Like, I wonder. He's probably exhausted and getting a huge paycheck. Yeah, it's true. He's probably fine. I think he was just probably tired, maybe jet-lagged, but he wore shorts. I gotta give him credit. Dude was fucking rocking the shorts on stage. And I gotta be honest, whether or not you were there when Final Fantasy VII came out, there is something really, really appealing to the world that was created. It's got a really good mix of, like, the classic fantasy elements with the high-tech, you know, Blade Runner-esque stuff in Midgar. There's some good, interesting themes that some got lost in translation when the game was localized. There's some really cool characters in there. There's a little bit of everything. Final Fantasy VII... One of the reasons I replayed the game so many times is because I love the world. I just love going to all the locations and checking out everything and learning about everything. It was just great.
Oxygen at 50%.
I know the cool thing now is to kind of hate on FF7 a bit because it's overrated. And I have my issues with the game too. And I do think it's overrated. But that doesn't mean it's not good. I think its legacy is deserved. And if you were my age when you played it, it was better. Like, having that game during those formative years was really, really... I don't like, I didn't expect to fucking love that game as much as I did. I only played a little bit of Final Fantasy. You know, that wasn't a series that I was in love with. I just thought the commercials looked cool, and my friends played it, and the Gold Saucer looked cool. I got a PS1 so I could play it, and I became, like, fucking obsessed with it. I don't know, man. Something really, really special about that game. And even if it does have a fucked up translation, and even if some of it isn't amazing in its original form, I will always have a space in my heart for Final Fantasy VII, as corny as that sounds. And having replayed it a couple of years ago for the stream, it held up actually better than I thought it would. Like, playing it again and streaming it, I was like, oh, this game is still pretty good.
SecBond is on the way and will end your life shortly. Please remain calm.
It's an excellent message, thank you.
Understanding.
Vinny, how do you feel about Final Fantasy IX? I will be streaming Final Fantasy IX in about a couple weeks, less than a month. I love Final Fantasy IX. I actually like 9 better than 7. As much as I fanboy over 7, and as much as I'm like losing my shit over the remake actually looking good, Final Fantasy IX is my favorite. And again, for those that don't know, there's an upscale of Final Fantasy IX's visuals.
Excited to construct the water cooling system.
Machine learning. I'll be playing that, the modded version.
To spy on every aspect of your behavior to sense that.
Ever played 13? No. 10 was the last one I played. How about the Final Fantasy VIII remaster? Weirdly enough, I've been getting some requests to play Final Fantasy VIII.
Excessive consumption of Cool Pops is not part of a healthy
I'll tell you about it in a minute.
balance.
Turbo processing reinitiated. System update required. Press any key if you do not wish to not interrupt the system update. No key press detected. System update downloading. Error. Interplanetary receiver required. Press any key when receiver connected.
I'm afraid your attempt to connect the interplanetary receiver has failed for the following reason. There is no interplanetary receiver. It looks like we need to kick around some motivational strategies. How's this? If you look for parts to build a new receiver, I'll terminate the succession planning I'm currently engaged in vis-à-vis your position. It's great that we were able to negotiate a win-win position. Issuing care package.
Win-win.
Your action
Very good.
items, obtain a roulette wheel, a handset, and an atomic clock.
Kitty Hunter, Gunpoint, MGR. Authority to override gunpoints. Kitty Hunter, Robo Kitties can be found in CNT client services. Just more kitties. Gunpoint.
It is not legal to assume a new form by basking in nebula emissions. Assumption of an irregular form will result in disciplinary procedures.
Okay, so I got a number of questions in chat. I'm gonna mention the Final Fantasy VIII stuff in a bit. Features. Tiny. Well, we can go here. Okay, so, the first question I saw was, Vinny, genuine question, how come you don't play any modern JRPGs? I've received criticism for this. I understand the criticism. I don't have the best answer. I guess it's to do with the fact that games that are like 80 hours or more, like, you know, I've had people recommend games to me that are 100 hours. And I'm like, dear God. I haven't finished Gato Roboto. That game is 5 hours long. You know, so that's one answer. And the games that I've played, you know, like Final Fantasies, the ones I grew up with, the ones I know, like 40-hour RPG, Skies of Arcadia. I love them. I have an emotional resonance with them. And it's kind of safe. Like, I know I'm going to spend those 40 hours well. Maybe when I was younger, I liked JRPGs more. Maybe now I don't as much. Maybe I haven't seen anything that interested me. I played the last story a couple years ago, and Mistwalker made it, which, who is the head? Sakaguchi was the head of Mistwalker? Vinny, you're just lazy. Thank you. Thank you. So Sakaguchi made, Mistwalker, which then made the last story. I'll stream a 100-hour RPG for you, chat, no worries. You know, a game like Zelda, I know I'm gonna enjoy. The fact that Breath of the Wild kept my interest that long was astounding. By the time Red Dead was over, I wanted to, like, fucking end it. I wanted to, like, jump off a fucking horse. That game was too long. Anyway, I'm just lazy. I play games every day. I play games every day. I stream hundreds of games per year. Anyway. So I played last story. I did not like it. It got really repetitive. Now again, that's just a game thing. That's not the whole genre. Shit. But it really turned me off. I didn't like the combat system very much. It wasn't very fluid. The end of the game I got to, and the boss really annoyed me. It felt like a chore. But the worst part is, I was streaming it. Fuck. The worst part is I was streaming it, and people really wanted to see it, and I felt like I was letting people down if I just abandoned the game 20 hours in, or 10 hours in. And it made me feel really fucking guilty. But the game came out at a really bad time in my life, 1. And 2, I just was not enjoying it. And that put me off, and I've been really, really hesitant ever since. So, long answer to a really short question. If that doesn't please you, I invite you to play whatever game you want instead of me. And I'm sure that would be fine. Now, Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII is a game that I was so hyped up for. And it delivered on some levels, and also it has some problems. Again, I'll argue that when I streamed it last time, years ago, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I think the first disc of Final Fantasy VIII is phenomenal. The draw system, the junction system have potential, but then it gets real dumb. And as much as I do like that game, it's, you know, it's got some issues. That said, I've been getting a lot of requests. Vinny, why are you streaming Final Fantasy IX and not 8? And I've streamed all 3, actually. I've streamed 7 twice, 9 twice, 8 once. You know, 9 years is a long time. I've streamed a lot of RPGs. I've streamed Skies of Arcadia twice. Final Fantasy X I've only streamed once. But yeah, the draw system is super tedious. But I do love the game. I think 8 is very good and almost underrated at this point. It was like a really, really hyped, super anticipated game, and it kind of got lost a little bit. People remember 7, obviously. People fucking cream their pants over 7. People remember 9 very fondly these days. And I think there are a lot of people that remember 8 fondly and love it. I've seen it. And when 8 wasn't ported over to the Switch, people lost their goddamn minds. So it has its fans. So I'm really, really tempted and interested in streaming Final Fantasy VIII again at some point. again, these are long games. You know how long it takes me to stream a game. It took me like almost a month to beat Oracle of Seasons, and that's only like an 18-hour long game. So I have to be very, very selective for my own fucking sanity, chat. Not that I couldn't do it, but for my own sanity about which games I play that go over like 10 or 20 hours. So in that sense, while I'm very interested in Final Fantasy VIII, RPG overload is a thing. And, you know, I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy IX. I'm gonna be playing, Trials of Mana when that comes out. I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, for sure. And then if I find the time to stream Final Fantasy VIII, I will. The models look great. The cutscenes have been decrusted a bit. And then the other thing that I wonder, and we, you know, this is the big meme around it, is that they lost the assets. Specifically the pre-rendered backgrounds. And there's a whole story about that. I've talked about it on stream. I'm not going to do it again. But there is a joke about it. And the truth is, they probably did lose those assets. Vinny, you forgot to heal. Oh shit, you're right. I did. Alright, yeah, it's... I'm getting kind of tired, I guess. I've been tired, I should say. But anyway, I want to see what they're doing with those backgrounds. So while the models look great, the battles look a lot better. The pre-rendered backgrounds are gonna be a big factor. And I think if they... if it's on Steam or if it's on PC, then people can mod it and do the machine learning again. What is the legislator? Hang on a second, let me just... I'm looking for the legislator. It's your pistol? Oh, alright. Oh, I need a chain for that. I'm gonna burn some fuel. Food and garbage collector collision. 1 pack handbook gained. This has got decompiler. I thought I had one of those pieces already. What the fuck is the decompiler now? Oh god. Better bonus junk. Well, we ain't getting that chain. Vinny, I don't mean to sound mean, Vinny, but why is it that you stream so many games but still lack skill to play any of them well enough to make playthroughs shorter? Why am I reading questions like this? Like, why am I even bothering? Make playthroughs shorter. Streaming adds another dimension. I could be a cunt about this, but I'm not going to. I'll just say, look, I play a lot of different genres. I'm not good at games to begin with. And streaming adds a dimension to gaming. Kitty Hunter, do I want that? Yeah, you know what? I'll just get the fuel, and then I'll go... I need the fuel, I'm gonna go this way. Streaming and talking to an audience adds a different dimension to gaming. Now, I know some people don't think that's true, but it is true. That's why I'd recommend you try streaming yourself, anyone, and you'll find sometimes you just get worse, and you're just like, oh shit, wow, I'm bad. But that's only part of the equation. I'm just naturally very bad at video games. Not very bad all the time, but pretty bad. So that's my non-cunt answer. My cunt answer is... you're a jerk.
Not you again.
I think also saying something like, you know, make playthrough shorter. Like, I played Half-Life 2, it took about the same amount of time as it takes most people to play through Half-Life 2. Like, if you do the howlongtobeat.com and you look at the playthrough of that game, I pretty much, I mean, I'm not a speedrunner. Pretty much hit it right on the head of, you know, the game's typical length. So... that's a site? Yeah, that's actually a site I use quite a bit. Howlongtobeat.com. Is a very, very good website for people like myself. So I can plan, you know, my streaming schedule kind of around that. I can say, okay, this game is about 6 hours, which means I can pair that with another 6-hour game. You know, back in the day, I used to just play whatever the fuck I wanted at any time, and I would find myself hating streaming because I felt like I was obligated to these massive games. I need downtime in between games. I need to be able to, like... I learned from me that I need to be able to stream a game... This goes back to the earlier discussion. And then stream a shorter game. Maybe play some indies that don't have as big of a commitment. I can't, like, just stream 4 80-hour games in a row, because I will then start to hate streaming. And I want to like streaming. If I hate streaming, then you're not going to enjoy the streams either. Hell yeah. That was awesome! That was the first time I did that successfully, and I loved it. That thing would have eaten up a lot of ammo, too. That Secubot. The roguelikes or lights are great refreshers. I agree, I think that's one of the best parts of games like this. Like, this game, I just hop in, play for a little bit, Dead Cells, Wizard of Legend, shit like that. It's fun. It's another reason I'm looking forward to Cadence of Hyrule, because I know I'm going to enjoy it. Just a forewarning, and maybe I didn't need to tell you this. Maybe you already knew this if you watch my streams. I am not that good at Crypt of the Necrodancer, and now I am very high. Holy shit. Vinny, would you accept money to play Chrono Trigger? I would give money to play Chrono Trigger, considering it's my favorite game of all time. And there's already a full stream of it on my Full Sauce channel, so you can go to YouTube, type Vinesauce Chrono Trigger, and you will find a full playthrough. Within the next couple years, I would love to revisit Chrono Trigger, because that's just a game I could replay endlessly.
Oxygen at 50%.
This room is bad. Was I really getting shot from that far away? Vinny, did you hear that Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is going to be adding new content like new characters, tracks, and skins in seasonal events? I heard about that. And I think that's great. I mean, CTR is a game I played a little bit, so it's gonna feel really new to me anyway. But the fact that they're continuing to add stuff, this is my favorite kind of remake. A remake that adds all kinds of new shit but keeps faithful to the original. So, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake kind of fits that bill. Yeah, fire! Second time I did that. It definitely fits that bill to a large degree. But it's also almost like a completely different fucking game. I think I'm done here. Let me just try to avoid that fire this time for real. And that's fine. I mean, it depends on how well Final Fantasy VII does, but it desperately needed these updates because that style of RPG, I don't think would sell very well anymore, or would be as much of a draw for newcomers. So I get why they're doing that, and I'm cool with it. It just, I want it to be good. Crash Team Racing already was a good game, and considering kart racers haven't really advanced a ton, I mean, they have, but if you have a solid kart racer, and you just make it look nice, play nice, have online, great. So CTR is going to be a really good one, I think. Spyro's a good example. Minor improvements to the gameplay, but mostly just visual tweaks. And, well, tweaks. It's fucking beautiful. Okay, this will be the last one I do, I think. For tonight.
What's going to happen if the Ark gets out the nebula?
WCG will track us down and blow us to Kingdom Fuck. Any spare questions?
Vinny, when do you reckon you'll stream Spyro 2? I don't know, maybe when there's like a gap in my streaming stuff. Maybe late summer? You know, like maybe just before Link's Awakening? Vinny, how are you going to survive November with Death Stranding, Pokemon, Doom, Jedi, whatever the fuck else is coming out at the same time? Oh, God. Vinny, I think you missed it, but the person who implied you were unskilled apologized for poor phrasing. I appreciate it, thanks. I mean, I accept for what it's worth. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out. I mean, last year was another example of one of those crazy years. Someone just said, who cares? Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Listen, the amount of abuse that I get on a daily basis, I'm at the point in my life now where I'm over it in 3 minutes. I don't take it to bed with me. I don't wake up with it. I also get a lot of love, too. It's a really corny thing for me to say. Alright. Last year, the releases were insane. So help me remember what I was playing last year, guys, for the holiday season, before Smash and then up to Smash. So Red Dead for 100,000 fucking hours, which it was good. Not Mother 3. Mother 3 as well, but that was after Smash. That was an older game. I'm talking about new stuff. This is bad. Oh god. Sekiro is much later, yeah. Soul Calibur, sure. Wow, I can't even remember. So, it wasn't that insane then. It was Red Dead 2. Octo expansion, I guess. Smash came out a little bit later. What the hell else was there? I thought last year was packed. You might be thinking of the year before. Oh, I did stream Spyro, yeah. 2017 was packed. What was 2017? Remind me. What was some of the shit I played then? Because I remember at some point I just couldn't even, like, fucking keep up. Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey. I did Skyrim. Yeah, I guess this isn't exactly what I was asking. I was thinking, I thought that 2017 was good, but I thought 2018 was packed as well. I just don't remember what the fuck I was playing. Not a big deal. But, yeah, it's gonna be a tough year for me to stream everything I want. And then, early 2020 is gonna be crazy. With Final Fantasy VII, Animal Crossing,
To rehydrate.
Trials of Mana.
Life support.
Misa gonna die.
Oxygen levels critical.
I'm loving the chat tonight. Vinny, why are you supporting this unnecessary remake that will most likely include all the retcons from the compilation? What are you talking about?
No.
I'm feeling very adversarial tonight. I wanna talk about this. What do you mean? You're talking about Trials of Mana? Then you have a talent for reading the worst shit in chat. I know, it's great, isn't it? Final Fantasy VII, because was there a compilation with Final Fantasy VII? Trying to figure out what that means. I want to understand it. 7. Why are you supporting this remake? Well, because the original still exists. It's like an adaptation, it's a movie adaptation of a book. I want to see what Final Fantasy VII would look like with modern visuals and stuff, and you know, I mean, it's just kind of exciting. Yeah, it doesn't replace Final Fantasy VII. I mean, it's out on the Switch, it's out on everything. But, I don't know, I guess retcons? What kind of retcons? I'm curious, I'm not trying to be... Okay, I said I was gonna be adversarial, but that statement actually kind of intrigued me. What retcons are we talking about? Were there, like, serious retcons in Final Fantasy VII? Are we talking about boobs? Please tell me what we're talking about. Please, please. I need to know, please.
Are you a perpetual loser suffering from low self-esteem?
I want to die.
Spin terminal now.
or Zack?
Oxygen at 50%.
Where am I gonna find this thing? Characters like Genesis, Sephiroth rejects, and weird conspiracies involving Hojo. What, stuff from, like, So you mean specifically stuff from Crisis Core, then? Which I thought was bizarre. Pretty good game, but yeah, there's a lot of weird shit in there. I didn't particularly care for those characters that much. I viewed it more as like a side story thing. When I play Final Fantasy VII, when I think of Final Fantasy VII, I just think of it as Final Fantasy VII. I don't necessarily think about Angeal and Zack and Genesis. I just think it's a self-contained thing and I'm okay with that. Also, here's a frustrating thing. Me being in my position, and this has happened before and will continue to happen, whenever there's a mildly controversial aspect of a game, even if it's just the fact that the game is a little different... Shit, I'm about to... straight up about to choke to death on no oxygen. I got this. Oh, there's just no oxygen here at all. Worth it. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Alright, we're good. But, yeah, that's something that people do say. Which is, you know, Vinny, why are you supporting this? Why are you promoting this thing? It's like, oh man, I'm not trying to get wrapped up in all that. I just want to play the fucking game. But I guess people view me as, you know, influencer, which, fair enough, I've become that. And, you know, so therefore, whenever I play a game that if people don't like, or there's a reason, then I get, Vinny, why are you promoting this? It's frustrating, because, you know, I don't really have an agenda. I'm just trying to play video games that I like. Anyway, the original poster said, they were pretty sure that they were making changes to the original story of Final Fantasy VII. And, again, yeah, they're gonna make changes. There's going to be changes. The character Jessie, as we learned, was fleshed out, and they brought, like, 1 million new lines of dialogue to her. Is this a rip? Is it a ripperoni? It's a ripperoni. Oh shit, I got one more life. So yeah, they're gonna make changes, and I'm sure there's a couple I'm not even gonna like. But again, the originals, in my mind, this is just conversation. I'm not trying to, like, you know, shit on someone or defend myself necessarily. I'm just trying to, like, just making conversation and share my honest thoughts about what a remake is. At best, it'll be faithful. But yeah, at worst, it'll do some stupid shit with some characters, but the original still exists. Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. The movie and the book. But Tolkien's books were definitely bastardized a bit with the films. As good of a job Peter Jackson did, and you know you've heard me talk about this before. This is broken record, Vinny. Peter Jackson did a fantastic job with those movies, with that story. Probably as good as anyone could do. There was some lightning in a bottle with that movie, with that series. But Gimli is not comedic relief. Legolas does not ride a shield like a snowboard in Tolkien's books. Aragorn does not doubt himself. Tom Bombadil is not in the movie. Old Man Willow's not in the movie. There's a lot of things that are very, very different. But it was adapted for a different medium, for a different time. And I like both. And I view both as two kind of different things, like a different interpretation of a thing. Is it the same with Final Fantasy VII Remake? To some degree. I think it is. Someone said I actually think leaving Tom Bombadil out of the movie was good, would have ruined the pacing of it. I agree with that, actually. I think Tom Bombadil is a funnier character than we've ever had, but it would have fucked up the pacing of the movie. And it makes sense. But they did give a couple of his lines to other characters. Like, what they would do is homages. They would, like, give certain lines from one character to another character. And even that is probably sacrilege to, like, die-hard Tolkien fans. And I'm not one of them. I love Tolkien, I love the books, but I'm happy they made the changes for the movie. You know, when Lord of the Rings movie first came out, when Fellowship first came out, people were fucking pissed. Like die-hard Tolkien fans were pissed. And maybe they still are. Which is a shame, because it's a good movie. I think people would enjoy it. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant. I'm gonna read different chat messages tomorrow night. I'm sure of it. Tomorrow night's chat messages are gonna be great. But I like talking. I like explaining. So this is all fine and dandy. Anyway, listen, thank you so much everybody for joining tonight. We'll play more, Void Bastards sometime soon. More Half-Life sometime soon. And there will also be Crypt of the Necrodancer. And some other random shit, too. Dreams. And what else? Oh, and anything else, really. I mean, I might even check out just some weird shit here and there. So yeah, and we'll talk more E3, and talk to Transformer will definitely make a return. So that's what is on the schedule. Did I mean Cadence of Hyrule? I do mean Cadence of Hyrule. I'm very tired. Okay. Let's do this.